Hey guys, this is the Crystal Cove hike. This is one of my favorite places to hike. I hike here sometimes a couple times a week because it's close and there's a lot of great trails. So there's a lot of trails here. This is my sort of best of loop. You can't go wrong if you just want to go freestyle it, get a map and do what you want to do. You can do that too, but this loop will give you a little bit of everything here. So you're going to get a nice gradual climb up to the top of the ridge. And then you'll get a whole descent section where you're going to see Pacific Ocean. And if it's clear, you'll see Catalina, and it's pretty cool. So there's two options on this hike that I'm going to show you. The longer one is 9 miles, so it's about 3.5 hours. And the shorter one is about an hour and a half, 3.5 miles. So something for everyone. And yeah, it's a fun hike, and this is how you do it.
So there's a couple parking lots at Crystal Cove. I recommend starting at this one, which is in the hike guide. It has the most parking, it has bathrooms, and it has water, and also little picnic areas where you can hang out. And you just walk to the end of the parking lot, and you'll see the trailhead here. There's a little trail board up ahead where you can learn about any kind of closures or anything. And you just continue going over this bridge, which is sort of the start of the hike here. This bridge is also the start of Morrow Canyon Trail, which you'll be taking for a while. And you just head on up here. And once you cross the bridge, you're going to see a little side trail to the right, which sort of leads back to the parking lot. You can just avoid that. Continue going straight. There's the side trail. So just continue going straight here. And the first kind of trail junction you're going to get, real trail junction, is for Morrow Ridge, which is up to the right. But we're not going to be taking that today. We're going to go up Morrow Canyon, which is a bit of a more gradual climb up to the ridge. There's a junction for Morrow Ridge, which is a steep uphill, so better off to avoid that right off the bat. Ease yourself into the day. You can see the trail's pretty wide. You're going to have to watch out for bikers and runners, but otherwise it's pretty mellow. Now here you're going to come to the intersection of the East Cutoff Trail, and every intersection here within the park has a little white trail sign, and within the trail sign there's a rivet for the position that you're at, but you're going to go straight there. Now if you want to do the shorter route, you're going to come here to a junction on the left, and there's two trails. To the left is Poles, and to the right there is East Cutoff. And again, there's a trail sign to confirm your location. But if you're doing the shorter route, make the left there and go up either one of those. The West Cutoff is a little bit longer, the Poles is a little bit shorter. Otherwise, keep going straight for the longer loop. And you'll see the trail's pretty wide, and there's a lot of these little false side trails, so you're going to watch out for that. Usually they go to power lines, but just keep going straight and you'll be fine. Now this junction is important. You're going to make the left here onto the slow and easy trail. If you go right, you go to a very steep trail called the Elevator, which you're going to want to avoid, and just head up this climb that's going to take you up to the ridge. And it is pretty gradual. It's not easy, but it's definitely slow. You can make it as slow as you want, which is a bonus. And as you keep going up here, you're going to get some views of the ocean, which is in the distance there. Hopefully the clouds aren't that bad, but just head on up there and keep going up slow and easy. And eventually there'll be a turn off here to the right. You're going to keep going straight and just keep going straight here. You're going to go through a gate. Now this gate is the border between Crystal Cove State Park and Laguna Wilderness Orange County Park. Doesn't really mean anything to you, but keep going straight through the gate there. And eventually you're going to come to Bomber Ridge. Now Bomber Ridge, you're going to make the left-hand turn. This is a pretty busy trail, so watch out for bikes. Make the left-hand turn and just keep heading up Bomber Ridge. You'll be able to see Saddleback Mountain in the distance. It'll be off to your right. And just avoid, as you go up Bomber Ridge, any of these trails down to the left, which will take you back down to the ocean, which we're not going to do quite yet. Bomber Ridge is kind of cool. Once you come up over this little pass, you're going to get awesome views. If it's clear, you'll be able to see Mount Baldy. You'll be able to see down into Tustin and Irvine and over to Saddleback Mountain. At the end of Bomber Ridge, you're going to come to a place called Coastal Peak Park. you're going to make the left here. There's the trail you just came up. You're going to make the left here. And if you have to make a bathroom break or you want to refill your water, in Coastal Peak Park, which is up to your right, there's a little facility where they have men's and women's bathrooms and water fountains. So you can hop off the trail here or just keep going straight. And we're basically going to be going straight down this trail back till we get to the park entrance. And you'll see the views open up right away. Here's some people taking pictures. The views on this main stretch down for the next couple miles are going to be pretty spectacular. If it's a clear day, off to your right, you're going to be able to see Catalina, which is way over there. On a really clear day, you can see the outer Catalina Islands, which is pretty neat. You're going to head through this gate back into Crystal Cove State Park. We got nothing to really note, but just go straight. You're going to see some trails off to the left as you go down here. This one is for Rattlesnake Ridge. We're going to avoid that and just keep heading straight down the trail towards the ocean. Now if you took the West Cutoff Trail, it's going to be down to the left there. Otherwise, just keep going straight. Here's a nice little overlook that looks out to Catalina. So if you do take the West Cutoff Trail shortcut, you'll be able to see this little overlook here. Check out the overlook, keep going straight. Now if you took the shorter shortcut, which was the Poles Trail, you'll be coming up here. And you'll still get some nice views, but just not as many. And keep going straight. Here's a little cut off to the Poles Trail, so you might have came up through here if you took that little shortcut. But otherwise, keep going straight down towards the ocean. Enjoy the views. You're going to get views down into Morrow Canyon, where you came up, and you'll be able to see people hiking on the trails that you were on earlier. Now, once you get down to the bottom, you're going to come to this paved area. You're going to bear left here on this little loop. And this is the ranger station for the park. And if you do need to go to the bathroom or fill up your water bottles again, you can do it here. There's also a little interpretive center you can check out. But you're almost at the end, so unless it's really an emergency, you don't really need to get water here. Now when you come through here, there's this boardwalk on the left-hand side of the parking lot. Just walk on the boardwalk and continue straight on that. It'll turn into a trail again, and you'll sort of go along the road that you came in before you went through the park entrance. And just stay on the trail that parallels the road, which will be off to your right there. And you'll go past the campground on your right, and just avoid these trails that go over to the campgrounds. There's the campgrounds. And sort of bear left here and head downhill back towards the parking lot where you started. And there you can see the parking lot where you started and some nice ocean views. And when you get to the bottom, you'll see the bridge to your left and the parking lots to your right. And that's the hike.
So that's how you do the hike. Now, if you're going to do the hike, if you're watching this on YouTube, just go to hikingguy.com. I have all of the maps and parking info, gear to use, all that stuff there. And if you are watching on YouTube, if you could do me a huge favor and just hit that little thumbs up button below the video, that helps other people find the video and hopefully do the hike safely and have fun. So anyway, I'll see you guys out on the trail.